Hello, church. It's Pastor Mike. Today, I wanted to encourage you with a word about your purpose and mine. We know that the purpose of things matters. Why they were created should give some indication of how they are meant to be used in this world, the things that we have. We know that each and every invention that we have is created for a particular purpose, to be used in a certain way to fulfill its function. It's the reason why we recognize that works of art aren't necessarily functional. They're not meant to do mundane things or things beneath their dignity. It's why we don't see Michelangelo's David in front of an Old Navy selling board shorts. We recognize that that would not be living up to the dignity and the purpose for which the statue of David, was created. In the same way, we might see a giant gemstone, an emerald or a sapphire worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and we would say it probably shouldn't be used as a paperweight on somebody's desk. That would be beneath the value and the purpose of what it should be. It should be something that is beautiful, seen by the world, and recognizing God's creative beauty in making it and in those who cut it. What is your purpose in the world? Why are you here? And for what reason were you created? Paul tells us a little bit in his letter to the church in Ephesus. In chapter 2, verse 10, Paul says this: "We are what he, God, has made us to be. We were created in Christ Jesus for good works." Now, anything else that we do in our lives is falling short of that purpose that God has for us, to do good works in Christ Jesus, to make the world a better place because we are in it, to bring the same good works that Christ did in his life, to love people, to forgive people, to heal where we can, and bring hope wherever we go. These are the purposes that you were created to accomplish, and me as well. And if we allow our lives to become so consumed with the mundane and just trying to exist another day, just trying to get through, then we may well survive in our lives, but we are not thriving, living up to the purpose that God has set for us, that God has called us to be. So, my encouragement for you is to know your purpose in God's world. And if you are worried about that and you say, well, how am I supposed to know what to do, or what am I supposed to do, or that seems like such a lofty goal, listen to the rest of the verse from Paul. He says that we are created in Christ Jesus to do good works. And just when we might ask, well, what good works? Paul answers, and he says, which God has prepared beforehand to be our way of life. God has already prepared the works that you are called to do. All we have to do is live into them, look for them, and respond when we see them. Find a way to make the world a better place today. Share God's love with the people around you, and I promise you, you will be living into the purpose for which you were created. God bless you today.